Yeah, so I grew up in Abertillery, actually Cwmtillery, which is just up the road. So I am, from this area. I did move away a few times back in the 90s, but I always wanted to come back. This is my home, this is where I live, and I feel a major part of the community.
From a very, very young age, I was always drawn to kind of knowing that there was something more than just life, and I thought that there was never death, and that life should continue after death.
Yeah, so something I always say to people who've never been to Abertillery before is look up, because there's so much to look at in Abertillery. Some of the architecture here, the Victorian buildings, and just the mountainside and the valley itself is absolutely beautiful. So people kind of say, oh, there's not much in Abertillery anymore. Just look up, you'll see there's plenty in Abertillery.
And if life does continue after death, then can we contact our loved ones, maybe through dreams or sitting by a graveside? I felt that I could connect with my loved ones who had passed.
So back in 2019, my wife Jo, for Christmas, she bought me a new turntable. She bought me 3 records to go with it. I was like, oh, okay. But since then, she's kind of cursed that day that she bought me that record player.
When the spare bedroom was actually full from floor to ceiling with records, and Kenny was Googling the weight of how much a bedroom could take in records, I said, I think it is time to start a business and shift some of these records.
Yeah, my name is Kenny Kendrick, and I'm the owner of Kenny's Vinyl Vault, which is where we are at this moment. Yeah, so that's kind of who I am.
Yeah, I'm Jo, and I am the manager of the shop and the business, so I'm here most days. The business is actually in my husband's name, but I run the everyday business aspects.
So in the shop, we've got quite an array of things that go on. So we sell records, we sell any kind of physical music that you want. If we haven't got it, we can get it. The other aspects of the shop are my wife's spiritual activities. So she does alternative healing like Reiki. She does tarot readings. She's got spiritual development circles that take place in the shop. And obviously we've got the cafe element of it, which is all completely vegan. We do an album listening parties. We've also got people coming in to do gigs upstairs, and we've got record store signings that we do. So yeah, we do lots of things in the shop. We're very, very diverse. And I think we had to diversify from the start, really, to ensure that the business could carry on.
Okay, so I think that there's a new age movement into maybe paganism or Wiccan or a witchy community, or people that just feel that they need a connection to the earth's energies. And crystals help people to achieve that. And we have lots of people coming from far and wide, that are drawn to the crystals that we sell, that are drawn to the crystal jewellery, and finds that it brings them peace and comfort and, nice calming energies and vibes, basically. So it works well with the records, because records are a niche market. Crystals and Wiccan, pagan spiritualism is a very niche market. So we're offering something that the rest of the high street doesn't offer.
So music is a huge part of my life. In fact, I always say to people, music is part of my DNA, because it's just so important to me. And I think some people like music and some people live music. I actually live music. It's everything. obviously we are stockists of vinyl records. That's what we do. But vinyl has really had a big resurgence over the past 10 years, I would say. It's really come back into the consciousness of the public. Lots of people now, they want to pick something up and touch something and look at the artwork like it was meant to be looked at. And I think that lots of young people are taking vinyl into their hearts now. They want something that's actually theirs to own rather than something that's on a screen.
Yeah, my name's Sarah and I'm a regular at Kenny's Vinyl Vault. I love browsing through the records. There's always something to see. There's always something new that draws my eye. So I love to support local businesses. So and Kenny's one of my dad's friends. So it's lovely to have someone in the shop that knows you. That when I walk in goes, oh, there's some new Clash stuff there. Go and have a look. You know, it's the sort of personal touches that make it special. Yeah, I think I love the atmosphere, I love the customer service, and it's always nice to see a friendly face. Me and Pippa, Kenny's daughter, are friends, so it's always lovely to catch up with her. I love writing, she loves writing. It's great to talk to another young writer, so yeah.
Okay, so I'm Pippa, I'm 21. My parents own Kenny's Vinyl Vault and the Crystal Cafe. Yeah, I've been working here since day one. The cafe does exist to open doors for the community and to bring people together, a lot of people that maybe wouldn't have associated with each other otherwise, which is quite nice. So yeah, I think community is very much at the forefront of our minds when we open the doors every morning, yeah.
The cafe have just made it a hub for everyone to come to, which is lovely.
So the vegan community is probably the most welcoming community of all. Everyone is welcome, and everyone who comes into this shop can eat and drink everything. So if I go to another shop that's not vegan, I can't, but everyone who comes here can. So in that respect, it really is the most welcoming community out there, I think.
The little free library, yeah, that was my idea. I think it's important to, keep literature alive in the valleys, which it, kind of sometimes is not. So offering, somebody to come, offer them a space to read, bring books of their own, take books home. Yeah, that was kind of my idea.
So my main room in this building is the Goddess room, where we are sat now, which connects beautifully to the male and female energy, just with slightly more emphasis on the goddess. Paganism is very much about worshipping the god and the goddess, which most other religions don't acknowledge. So it's nice to have a balance of male and female energy. Pagan religion is about honouring our ancestors, but is also about connecting with the earth's energy. It's a very gentle, friendly, happy religion, and it is about looking after ourselves and putting ourselves first so that we are healthy in order for us to worship the land and the animals and the plants and everything that surrounds us and keeps us on this beautiful earth. And that's basically what paganism is. Karin is my high priestess, and I go to Karin for guidance. So there is a network of support that we are building around the shop and the business for the people of Abertillery who are interested in this particular path.
So I lead a coven, which Joe is a member of, and the coven often meets at the shop here. So it's kind of like our coven stead, that we do a lot of our full moon rituals here, and sometimes some of the celebratory rituals as well. Yeah, it's great. It's a really nice place, and I think having a room that's set up where we've got the altar set up, it's almost like set up like a permanent Wiccan temple, is great. It's a really nice place to do our rituals. It's got a nice energy.
We teach from all different aspects of all different religions in our workshops, and we incorporate every religion. I have quite a number of Christian people who come to my workshops who are very open-minded and can see the benefit of it, which is amazing. And I have different people from all walks of life coming into the workshops and just finding great comfort and benefit in learning how to meditate, learning how to self-heal.
It's nice to find community as well. I like connecting with nature, obviously, but it's not just connecting with nature on my own, but connecting with other like-minded people who I can connect with nature with, who we can celebrate together and celebrate the cycles of the seasons.
We're in an age where mental health is at crisis point, and people need workshops like this to be able to have the tools to support themselves, basically.
Reiki is a really nice process that you feel really relaxed with, and you can feel the balancing and harmonising effect on your body and the different energy centres within your body. And you feel quite relaxed afterwards and a sense of peace. It's a healing, it's a form of spiritual healing where different powers are called upon and different symbols are used in order to help balance the energy centres in the body and give a general sense of harmony to the body and spirit.
It's more than just the physical. This room is about connection to your higher self, or the realms above and below with Mother Earth.
The community at large here is a lovely community, and we've got lots of regular customers now who keep coming back. This place has kind of become a hub for people who are neurodivergent. I use the phrase neurodivergent army because I'm one of them. I'm autistic myself, so this place has become somewhere, accidentally, we didn't do it on purpose, it just kind of seems to be somewhere where people who are on the spectrum kind of gravitate to, which is amazing. And they come here and they feel safe, they like the vibe, and they just like the way that we do everything here. So they keep coming back, and then they bring more friends, which is amazing. They use the area upstairs, and they feel really safe in this place.
My name is Julian Meek. I'm from Cwmtyneri. I'm a writer, a spiritual teacher, Christian minister, and I do various things in the community. What do I like about coming here? I just find it restful. I know Joe and Kenny and their family very well. They've been close friends of mine for many years. They're like family to me. So coming here really is like an extension of paying them a visit. But the reason I do that is because I feel safe. I'm non-neurotypical, neurodivergent, and this is one of the few places, as well, that someone can relax and be who they are, without feeling judged.
I think definitely the conversations you have in the shop, even if it's you're popping in and you don't even buy a record, you just go for a coffee and a conversation. I think it's all really important. It's an important thing for being alive, for being a human, to have those connections with people and to have a space that allows those connections to flourish and grow is lovely.
People bounce off each other, energies bounce off each other, and it just has a nice vibe, I guess.
Yes, I think that my passion have always been for helping people to heal, whether that's just a listening ear, or them booking in for a Reiki session or a meditation session. I love working with young people, and the young people are really happy here at the moment, which is amazing to see.
Being surrounded by music and magic every day, it just kind of opens your eyes really and forces you down a road that you may not have gone on before.
I never would have thought, even 5 years ago, that I would have had a thriving business in my hometown. I never would have thought that would be even something that was possible. But here we are. I'm sitting here now, and my journey is kind of moving forward. But the shop is just an amazing place. It really is. And I'm not just saying that because it's mine. But sometimes when I'm in here, I can actually feel the magic that's going on. I can feel it. I can feel that people love this place. And I just feel really proud. And I know my whole family feels really proud that we've brought something positive to the community of Abertillery.